mine, but you may keep it. It's now yours.
Oh, Mark, this is very generous of you. I mean, it's a very compact, very neat model, obviously a state-of-the-art product. How does this solve my problem?
You keep this with you at all times, including spare batteries. And when you get a particularly brilliant, or profound, or otherwise interesting idea, you record it. And believe me, in no time at all, you will have more than enough material for your column.
But it wouldn't be organized, Mark. It wouldn't be literary. I would probably make grammatical errors.
You have copy editors for that sort of thing, don't you?
Tons of them.
The answer to your grammar problem.
Oh, Mark. Mark, I think you're onto something because I always have terrific ideas, especially when I'm talking.
Mm-hmm. Listen, your readers will feel like they're looking right over your shoulder, I promise you. I'm very proud of myself for thinking of this.
This is wonderful. Oh, Mark. Mark, I'm saved.
It's karma.
No, she changed her mind when I threatened to take her to the hospital to find out if she was pregnant or not. Palmer, it was all a lie, just to get on your good side.
That's what I suspected, but I'm really glad to know for sure.
Well, I just wanted to know that I thank you for coming over to warn me.
Yeah. I just wanted you to know what she was up to.
Yeah, well, I don't think she's going to be up to much anymore.
Well, thank heavens, she's done enough damage for a lifetime. She wrecked my marriage, and she's ruined yours. I just hope you and Ellen can make it up, and if there's anything I can do to help, I hope you'll call on me.
Yes, well, thank you very much for the offer. I just don't think that I'll be bothering you. I would like to know, however, why you came to me in the first place.
Well, I felt indebted to you. After all, you did help Cliff try to break Cynthia's alibi. Well, now we're even. Won't bother you anymore. Ross, we may not be friends. We have to be enemies.
Share with you my vision of life. And if you want to write into me and tell me your vision of life, that's fine. Yeah, excuse me. Yes?
Hi.
Hi.
You're busy?
Oh, well, busy is my middle name, but come on in. I was just dictating some of my thoughts to the readers for the editor's column.
Is that a new feature?
Oh, it's a brainstorm of atoms, you know, to personally introduce me to the new Tempo magazine. I mean, at first I was terrified, you know, because I can't just sit down at a typewriter and just write. I can't do that. But fortunately, my brother Mark came by. You remember, you met him just a little while ago? And he came up with this wonderful idea for me to dictate all my ideas and my thoughts into this little machine. Isn't that brilliant?
Well, yes, if it works, it's brilliant.
It will. It's wonderful. I just am so grateful for people like my brother Mark. And you, Jeremy, my loyal staff.
Well, here are the sketches that you already approved.
Yes?
And some new ones that you might add to the regular schedule.
Wonderful. Come over here and show me.
Now, they're just ideas, right?
Yes.
You might like them, throw them away if you don't like them.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I like this aerial view. What is this?
Well, it's a big top, right? A circus. All colorful, all embracing.
Uh-huh.
Thought we might use it for the general entertainment section.
Very interesting. I like that aerial view of this. Did you ever want to join the circus?
Didn't you?
I wanted to be a trapeze artist.
What do you think of that?
Oh, I like this. I love this, isn't it? So you really liked it. Erica, I adored it. I couldn't put it down. You don't have to butter me up.
Oh, I'm not. Would I? No, darling, it was such a free flow of enthusiasm and excitement. And this from a person who said she'd be much less an editor's column.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I dictated it into a machine and then had Olive type it up.
Oh, well, that was a stroke of genius, and it worked wonderfully.
It did, didn't it? Well, actually, it was Mark's idea to do the dictating, and Jeremy really backed him up on that. He thought it was a brilliant idea. I have to tell you something. Jeremy has been so supportive and so comforting.
Oh, I can't wait to meet this Jeremy.
Oh, well, I guess your wish is going to come true. Here he comes now.
Well, Erica, you didn't tell me he was gorgeous.
Where'd you get this?
Mrs. Gurney found this stuck behind a picture in Linda's room.
Does Nina remember the
Yeah, she
spider
remembers
thing?
him very, very well. She said she thought he was going to die. Zach waved his hands over him and did the whole
You
healing.
know, the name, it doesn't mean a thing to me, this name.
Well, it's got it. This guy worked for you. He was one of the lawn men.
Well, I don't keep track of everybody who works out in the yard here. You know?
Well, come on. You got to have records, don't you?
No, they work by the day. They get paid by petty cash.
Mr. Cortland, this Harry Zuckert could have been involved in a whole mess of scams with Zach. What is it? Don't you care?
Well, of course I care, but I don't have anything to go on.
Well, think of something, damn it. This is the only lead we've got. This guy could have killed Zach. Hope you'd help me find records of this guy.
All I can tell you is that the man did his work and then he left. They're itinerant workers, you know, they don't hang around.
Okay, well, put your private investigators on this.
Do you have a description of the man?
Nina remembered he was tall, he was thin, he had dark hair.
Oh, that's a big help.
Well, look, I don't see you coming up with any big answers either, okay?
Well, look, I want to help. I certainly do. I want to get Daisy out of that jail, but I'm not a miracle worker.
Look, Mr. Cortland, this Harry Zuckert, if Zach hired him to pull this whole spider bite thing on Nina, then he surely hired him for a lot of other scams, including the blackmail of you and Ross.
Yes,